I already knew the case was not going anywhere. Whoever tried just got painted a target on it, and whoever lied was exposed. I am grateful for the amount of people that were exposed on this case. You've seen that the hotel manager is guilty. You saw the people who cleaned the toys were guilty. You want to tell me what time you coming over? Do I got time to make a crock pot meal? You can't do it. Because when I tell you we are tired on a level that I sleep won't fix, coffee won't touch, or it couldn't even suffice, you don't understand. You don't understand. We have tried to tell people to get outside, paint a rock, drop a fact sheet, leave a bracelet, just send a text message to somebody.
After 7 weeks of intense investigations, explosive raids, and the back-and-forth charges against Sean Diddy Combs, it would seem he might be walking away with nothing but a slap on the wrist. Nobody seems to be resting easy about this, particularly Allie Carter, who says that Diddy will come for her, so she's got to go. For y'all that haven't been in the loop, Diddy was accused of very serious charges, which include racketeering, conspiracy, and sex peddling, among several others. However, he was found not guilty on all of them. Yeah, you heard that right, not guilty. After the jury's deliberation all this time, the only thing they're holding against him is 2 counts of transportation to engage in illegal sex work, which carries a maximum of 10 years sentence each. This means that Diddy could potentially be facing up to 20 years behind bars. But according to word on the legal streets, there is every likelihood that he won't be staying in prison that long, like at all. In CBS's new contributor Jessica Livingston's own words, she said, "It sounds like the prosecution is going to be arguing for something potentially over the midline, over 5 years. It's absolutely not outside the realm of possibility that there will be some prison time," Levinson said before adding, "I do not think that we'll see double-digit years in prison." News that Diddy might be walking away with a minor charge has people at the edge of their seats. There are a lot of questions going on in everyone's mind, particularly questions about how truthful the justice system is, or if the case was rigged given Diddy's mogul status and the fact that the whole court proceeding was very privatized.
Research to dig on it and not understand that the justice system is rigged. And we've been saying that since the beginning. We went through court cases. We went through private investigators. This is how we have the insurance and the documents and the things and the receipts that we have, because we have been through this so many times before, where the victim is the one who gets the most hell and the predators walk. The amount of people that you've seen, I want you to stop and think about how many people were enabling this case and how many times I have said.
But what's more pressing to the majority is the notion that if Allie Carter knew so much, not just about the minor charges against Diddy but the intense, hard-to-believe ones about rituals and peddling young-uns, why didn't she make an appearance in court? Well, she came out of hiding to tell her side of the story. And while she was speaking, honey, she was on the move. According to Allie, there is no way she could have been called to the witness stand for a number of reasons. One of which being that her experiences with Diddy happened years ago when she was just 15, and now she's 31. So you crunch those numbers.
On this case in New York City, and she never asked about the children. And there's so many people who wanted me to be a witness on this trial, and I want to explain jurisdiction. I know some people don't understand jurisdiction, so let's talk about it. If you got a ticket in Utah, let's say you got a ticket in Utah, and you live in Georgia, but you decided to leave from Utah after you got your ticket, go to Georgia and say, I'm walking into this courthouse, and because I chose this courthouse, I'm deciding that I'm going to do my court here because I said so. That's what I'm doing. I don't care about jurisdiction. I don't care about the law. It's the same thing with, you see the people and the things with the immigrant and the border situation just coming in and deciding, I don't want to follow anybody's rules. You got to follow our rules when you go into other countries, but I don't want to follow anybody's rules. I'm just coming in. I can't just walk into a case and be like, I'm gonna get up on there on that case. First of all, because of jurisdiction. First of all, you with me? Are y'all with me? The comments are still on. I might turn them off in a second because I just want y'all to hear what I'm saying to you.
Secondly, she said what happened to her was in an entirely different state, that is, in New York. Meanwhile, Diddy is being prosecuted in LA. So she was way out of jurisdiction to just pop up at that courthouse.
People have a really big TV mentality. So they believe that just because I went through something on this case, that I was just supposed to pop up and go through this red carpet event of people fangirling, of predators walking out of this case. Do you understand jurisdiction? Mirror Wing, you said yes. You understand jurisdiction, right? First of all, a lot of people are not even stopping with that. Are y'all with me? That's first of all, we out of jurisdiction. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. I dealt with Sean Combs in Los Angeles, California at one of his many mansions. The case that is on right now that you guys are seeing is out of New York City. First of all. So that's one reason why I'm probably not invited to the Red Panther Party red carpet event. Do you see what I'm saying? Second of all, I was 15 years old. I am now a 31-year-old grown woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? How old am I for everybody that... Can you hear me? How old am I? Can we just interact? I am 31 years old. When this happened, everybody say it with me. I was 15. Are we all on the same page?
And finally, Allie has been getting a lot of heat and threats on her life just for speaking out against the evil deeds people in Hollywood are committing. Therefore, protesting to appear on the witness stand in Diddy's courtroom would have made things much worse for her and her family. So she had to take a step back.
Don't be alone. Do you know how many people have tried to break my soul, my body, take from me that I could never, ever get back? And you're gonna tell me you're gonna sue over somebody calling you out of your name, you little... do you know the that I can't close my eyes from? You know survivor's guilt? I have been slapped in the face with my friend's presence like the last few weeks, the last week. I don't have any loving memory of Emerald.
Now, according to Allie, this whole situation runs a lot deeper than we know. She says that the government is deeply involved in it, even CPS and the FBI.
I tried. I don't know what else to do. I don't know anybody else on the internet that has shown you the amount of receipts around the world that you can't put the bullet back in the gun for that one. You just can't. You can't. And so many will hear that in a way that you can't unhear it and unsee it. So of course, we're not going to talk about the children. Because if you talk about the children, you're going to talk about that unravels the whole chain of what's really wrong.
Somewhere along the line, Allie also name-dropped Tyler Perry, who was recently sued in a $260 million lawsuit for SA.
Now, actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry sued for $260 million over harassment allegations. The complaint filed in Los Angeles accuses Perry of creating a, quote, coercive, exploitative dynamic with actor Derek Dixon. Dixon was in two of Tyler Perry's shows, The Oval and Ruthless. In a statement to NBC News, Perry's team says this appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam, calling the allegations fabricated claims.
According to Allie, just like Diddy, Tyler will also be getting a gentle slap on the wrist and walking away scot-free, just like all the other people who are allegedly involved with Diddy. But somehow, he's the only one taking the heat.
At the parties with Sean Combs, there was parties. So you're going to tell me not one other person was guilty? Not one. Not one at all. Okay. All right. Right? Okay, it's just like Epstein. You're going to tell me that he was the only John. Ghislaine Maxwell was the only person. She sold all these children, and he was the only person that she sold children to. The only one. You think that our government, our DOJ, our FBI, our CIA the attorneys, the judges, the lawyers, the doctors, but we're just gonna just Sean Combs, eh? How many celebrities shut the hell up? Didn't want to say anything about Sean Combs. How many of them are yelling free him? No answer is an answer, you know. No answer is an answer. That's why when I left at 14 and a half, I never looked back. No answer is an answer.
The end of it all, Ali mentioned that there was a likelihood she could go missing, or worse, be unalived. And if that happens, she wants the world to know that she didn't do it herself. Somewhere in there, she also threw in a threat that if that was to ever happen, every piece of dirt she has on the industry would be released.
And as you can see that from the beginning.
Don't give it to Pam.
Don't
Her desk is full.
Her desk is full. And the FBI loses their so and then they get insulted when you tell them, why aren't you doing your job? So don't give it to them. You can't give it to them. I don't know what else to do. So we have an interview coming out with the amazing Miss Miracle Sims on God and Love platform. It comes out Tuesday, July 1st at 7 o'clock. It's our first interview that we've done in a few years, and I'm so happy and so honored that we got to do it with GSL, with Miracle, because thank you, the type of integrity, type of honesty.
Child, as you can see, this is a whole lot. And while we await Diddy's final verdict, everybody's in a frenzy. Here's what a few people had to say. This is so much bigger than the court system and the FBI. They are controlled by the huge banking system and Federal Reserve. It is so huge. But one can see that the system is breaking down. They will not win in the end. Another person added, "First of all, I cannot believe this case concerning Diddy. There is no doubt in my mind that he is a predator. If he walks free, then everyone involved in this case should be investigated. I'm so sick of this BS. I want to see justice for all victims." And finally, this person said, "They didn't even charge him with underage SA. After I saw the charges, I knew they had no interest or intentions to help children. Then I see a post that there is a 50% chance he'll be convicted. If he walks, then we have no such thing as justice in this country. We are lost as a nation." While we wait for the scenes to play out concerning Diddy's final verdict, we want to know what your thoughts are on this matter. Just how deeply flawed do you think the justice system is? And do you believe Ali Carter when she says this mess runs way deeper than we know, maybe even to a political extent? Y'all let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and watch this next video, cause boo boo, it is just as messy.